Hello there, YouTube. Kenny here, aka SilentFan85, making a vlog about gaming and life. First of all, on gaming, Final Fantasy 15. Oh my god. I've seen the trailer on IGN, and it looks fantastic. It's so great. A lot of open world elements, a lot of live action elements, a lot of, obviously, Final Fantasy elements. The gargantuan size of these creatures compared to the actual main story humanoids is insane. If you have not got a chance to see it, I will provide a link down below, but it is just it gives me goosebumps. Like, literally, I have goosebumps right now. But man, no, I can't wait to see more. But with that, Tetsuya Nomura, who was heading up as director of Final Fantasy 15, has actually stepped aside to work on Kingdom Hearts 3, which leads me into another gamer orgasm. Now, with that said, I have yet to get a PlayStation 4. And I say PlayStation 4 and not Xbox One because I'm not an Xbox guy. I never really have been. I had a 1 or a 360 for a while, but that's really all because that's all I could afford at the time when Final Fantasy X-2, no, not X-2, wow, my brain, Final Fantasy 13-2 came out. So there's that. But no, I've always been a PlayStation guy and always will be. I don't, that's what I grew up on. It's what I grew up on. And really, that's, that if something grabs you early, and you're the kind of person that's loyal to what you're used to, then you stick with it for a while. And that's been the thing about Square Enix, is that the loyalty has always been their biggest markup. At least up until recently, they've been kind of whoring out to different systems. I mean that in a good way. I just say the word whoring because, I mean, really, they've been given more money for their IPs to different systems like Microsoft, like Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns. But of course, it helps them build, so it's perfectly fine with me. Back in the day, Square Enix was more for Nintendo, and then they started going to Sony, and now they're kind of both, all three really. They've done some work with Nintendo. There was Crystal Bears for Wii. I think it was for Wii or GameCube, something like that. But in recent years, it's really been more towards Sony. But again, they're kind of getting their hands on Microsoft as well. And they've been getting more into action titles the last, I would say, 8-9 years. Because growing up, Squaresoft and then Square Enix, when they acquired Enix, who is another good Japanese RPG company, that's what I grew up with. It was Squaresoft and Square Enix, and now, of course, that was mainly RPGs. And probably the greatest ever made, in fact, it was being talked about in Ventrilo tonight, was Super Mario RPG. Which was unfortunately an underrated title, and I brought up the fact that it was released 4 months before the Nintendo 64 came out, which I think didn't help it become appreciated anymore. So kind of a loss on that part. But anyway, so Final Fantasy 15 looks great. I can't wait to get my hands on a demo once I get my hands on a PS4. The way life is right now, it's probably not going to happen, at least for a few months. We've got the move coming up this weekend. Getting that done. Actually, the next 2 days, we've got to do some fairly serious packing. We've actually, you could tell behind me, we're starting to get stuff packed up already. But it's moving along. So we're going to be in the new house by Sunday. Pretty much fully moved in. Probably not unpacked, but at least moved in. And get out of this whole situation. Oh, sorry about that. Get out of this whole situation. This house, unfortunately, does not feel like a home anymore. It actually hasn't for a couple of weeks because of, we'll just put it bluntly, because of our landlords. They have made life hell for a while, and it's just ridiculous. they clearly just wanted this out. I mean, there was a whole. It's been a war zone for the most part, especially with lawn care. Jeez, the lawn care being so picky about small things, digging up roots underneath the mulch and inside the gardening area, and all kinds of stuff. And unfortunately, we're losing a tree because this is our first home. With that, me personally, I've been renting my whole life up till now. Um, and I had apartments. I had a small little trailer at one point, and never once in the line of my rentals had I had to take care of a yard. Well, with that ignorance came the ignorance of needing to know if I needed to water the tree out front, because we regularly get rain up here in Arkansas, so it didn't cross my mind. And of course, with work and other things in life, the honeymoon and everything, and the wedding and family or whatnot, it's at the very back of your mind. You don't think about it. It's one of those little things, It's like thinking about, if cobwebs are up in the window seals, and you go on with everyday life and stuff gets drowned out. So it's just, again, one of those things, and they've been all over us about it. They were going to charge us so much, and it got ridiculous. So, oh, well, look at that. I'm ranting. I'm almost going on 7 minutes with this video. But, yeah, other than that, we hope to be moved in by Sunday. The new job's going well. I'm enjoying it. Killer hours. Killer, just draining hours. But the customer service aspect I am really enjoying. And it's a decent company, too, which I enjoy. There's insurance. There's incentive to want to stay with the company. So I am, unfortunately, sorry to hear that my last job, which of course I was store manager at a local game store, the team I was working with, half of them have been laid off. So that was kind of disappointing to hear. But it unfortunately happens sometimes with management. When management changes inside a store or in a business, higher management feels it's necessary to get rid of some members of the old team and replace it with new blood for the most part. So again, but it's disappointing. But anyway, I'll go ahead and cut it off here. You probably will have noticed that I am starting a new gift break section here on my channel. It's just kind of a fun little thing I'm doing, taking random gifts from 9gag and Meanbase, setting them to music. What I think is funny, people have been watching them last count. I think I've got close to 10 views, and I just put it up today, so we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching again. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. I hope you have a wonderful day, and you are an awesome person. Never let the world tell you otherwise. See ya.